Hello everybody, my name is Lauren Donhockle and welcome to my presentation of the meaning of life. The meaning of life, we will be looking at the metaphysical view, the human nature, the diagnosis of the problem, and the solution in finding happiness. So my metaphysical view is defined through the Webster Dictionary as concerned with abstracts through thought or subject as existence, causality, or truth. And I find that science, free will, and spirituality fit into this. So, the science part of it is basically based on your physical and biological needs, such as food, drink, shelter, sleep. We all need those basic necessities to live. And form of existence, the form and mass of existence, that we all exist. We are not an image of the mind. We were all created by evolution, I believe. Evolution took place about 5 to 8 million years ago. On the flip side of science, I also believe in a little bit of spirituality. So you do need to have a higher power that can kind of guide you through values and principles and give you some sort of path. Not necessarily religion, just more of a soul searching, positive path to follow in life. And free will, the freedom to choose our own actions, how we walk and move our bodies, thoughts and movements, how we think about things. I believe it's up to us on making the decisions on what we think and not what everybody else feels that we need to think. Our human nature, it is obvious that much depends on what theory of human nature we accept. For individuals, the meaning and purpose of our lives, what we ought to do or strive for, what we may hope to achieve or to become. For human societies, what vision of human community we hope to work toward, and what sort of social changes we favor. This to me leads into three questions. In my mind, it asks, are we socially molded? Basically, do we look to our society? Are we influenced by them in our communities as to how we act and what affects us? Do our genes determine our nature? Is it through inheritance, through our parents? And are we left to create our own? Do we leave our own footprint? Do we create it? I believe that it is our human nature that we always want more and to live and conform to be accepted into social norms. As Kant states, we are all selfish in ways that we tend to think about what is best for us or what is in it for us and what do we have to gain. So it's always wanting more, it's always wanting what's best for us, and getting that job, is great, and then a year later you want to move into the next one. So never is it enough. We always want more, and we always want to fit into socials. The diagnosis, being lost as a person, dissatisfaction, and having been untrue to ourselves. So look at being lost. There's no guided belief path. And I like this quote. It says, we misuse our God-given free will. We choose evil rather than good. We are infected with sin, and we therefore disrupt our relationship to God. And again, it's not so much having a religion, it's having more of a higher power and believing in principles and values and moral ethics and leading your life. And so I think a lot of people get off that beaten path and go into a negative direction. Dissatisfaction, again, never being satisfied to the fullest. What we have is never enough. Two examples of that is work life. We are never satisfied in our work life. We're always wanting more. We always want a promotion. We always want to be noticed. In personal life, you get married and the marriage is great, but you want more. You want a family, and then you have a family, and then you want to grow more. So nothing is ever satisfying to us. We are always wanting more. Having been untrue to ourselves, we create a disconnect as what we want and what society demands of us. So, going back to always wanting to fit into society, um, we lose touch as to what we want inside of us, what our hearts and what our brains and guts are telling us to do. Um, you know, we struggle with self interest and morality. And so the solution to the problem is we must live in our own freedom. We must make the decisions that are right for us and not somebody else. We need to go for our goals and choose the way we want to live. Religion, we need to choose how we believe, who we believe, and when we believe. I don't think anybody needs to be telling us what to do. It's up to us on how we believe. And then morals, we need to live in a way that is positive and, and positive for us and positive for the human race as a whole. We don't want to just be looking out for us, but as to others. So basically, we just need to live to do what's happy for us in a positive and moral way. And in the end of the day, it's up to you on how you live your life.